Good morning, students. On the behalf of KK Polytechnic and Department of Computer Technology, once again I would like to welcome you all in my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss the practical number 15, which is based on shift register. So here we are going to conduct the practical on 4-bit universal shift register. So we need one IC, that IC 74194, which is used as a universal shift register. So we'll see the practical demonstration of universal shift register by using the IC 74194. So let's see here. This is the IC 74194 having the different pins. So already we discussed theoretically the output is given 4-bit shift register Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0. And it required in a parallel input D0, D1, D2, D3, and in serial input it required that is S0 and S1. Here the two inputs are required because of here both shift operation can be happen to shift to the left and shift to the right. So that's why it's called as a universal shift register, because of here the shifting operation is serially as well as parallelly happen by using this IC 74194. So let's see the practical demonstration how exactly it's work. So when you want to shift the serial input to the left, so it required some of the conditions. Let's see the condition. It required when you are shifting to the left side. So here the input for the control mode means S0 and S1. So S1 should be high and S0 should be 0, means low. Here have set the S1 as 1 and S0 is a 0. So then the second part is required, the data input. So here we are shifting the bits to the left. So that's why here the bit DSL means data serial input to the left should be 0 or 1, depends on your choice which data you want to shift, either 0 or either 1, depends on that. And when you want to shift to the right, that time you can provide the input through the DSR, that is the data serial input to shift to the right. So once again it should be 0 or 1, depends on your choice. But when you are shifting to the left, that time doesn't matter either it is 0 or it is 1 DSR, but the depends on the DSL means that data shift left, it high or low, that input will take as a shifting consider. So let's see, we are shifting the content by 1 to the left. When you are providing the clock, the Q3 will give the 1 because of input is 1, we are shifting to the left. So here the output of the Q3 is 1. When you are providing the second clock, ultimately that Q3's output will shift to the Q2 and the input will taken as a 1 to Q3, same as it is the shift to the left. So like this. When you are providing the input 0, we'll see what will happen in that case. Ultimately the output of Q3 should be a 0. Here the output is 0. So once again the input is 0, and when you are providing the clock, ultimately the output of the Q2 will be a 0. Then Q1 also the 0 because of shifting to the left. So this is a shift left. When you want to shift to the right, to make the changes on a control mode, make the S0 high and S1 low and give the input to the DSL R. So once again we'll see, so Q0 will gives the output high, then high, by Q1, Q2 is high, Q3 is high. So it's shifting to the right side by 1 bit. So here all bits are high because of we are providing the high input for the 4 clock pulses. So when you are giving the input 0 and providing the clock pulse to the first flip-flop, then it will gives the input 0 as output, Q0 is 0. Then when you are providing the clock to the next, ultimately the output will shifting to the right side like this. So here all after 4 clock cycle will get the output Q0 is 0, Q1 is 0, Q2 is 0 and Q3 is shifting by the right side. So let's see the another part in a universal shift register, which is parallel. When you are providing the parallel input, will get the as it is on a parallel output. Here the parallel inputs we can provide by using the D0, D1, D2, D3. So initially all inputs are 0, but here the condition for the parallel load, your clear, the clear should be high. And the second one, S0 and S1 both should be high. And the next is DSR and DSLR. Nothing happen if either it's 0 or either is 1. Only the output will change on the basis of D0, D1, D2, D3. So here you don't care about the DSR and DSL. So the inputs on the depends on the input. Initially when you are providing the clock, output will get all 0 because of here D0, D1, D2, D3 initially 0. But here when we are changing D0 is 1, what will happen? The Q0 will give the output 1. Here I am giving the 1 to the D3. We'll see the output is because of D1 is D0 is 1. D1 0, D2 0 and D3 is 1. So ultimately the output is Q0 is 1, Q1 0, Q2 0 and Q3 is 1. Like this, when we are providing the input, all D0 to D3 are high. Here the outputs are high. So this is the practical demonstration of 4-bit universal shift register. So I hope you clear the concept of universal shift register with the practical demonstration. Thank you for watching this video.